Good day, everyone. Aliii here, February 26, 2025. Another daily analysis market, just a form, kind of like a bullish harami today. I know it was pretty choppy. If you want to just mention this as a bullish price action, I have no problem with this. Some people are saying probably this is going to be a just drop, a base, and drop to this 58.31, which is going to be the scenario. Still, that's going to be in the case even if you're bullish. So that would be kind of like the end of the corrective move as like A, B, and then C pattern to the downside. But I would say with NVIDIA earning today, especially after hours, the NVIDIA stock just bounce back up. It was pretty volatile though. So it just going all the way up, then coming back down, and then getting back to the upside. Right now, future market open negative, slightly just 10 points to the downside. But we will see how it goes with New York session tomorrow. So that's very, very important right now. S&P 500 close 59.67, which is kind of like not bad compared to yesterday. Actually, just formed a kind of like a bouncing formation here. So two higher lows and higher highs as well in 1 hour chart. If you just see that, here is the 1 hour chart. So you see that here is the low yesterday. We just got the high today coming back down. Here's the higher low, and then we are getting higher high. So if we get another higher high, that's going to be a bullish structure with a 1 hour chart, and we should just give market benefit of doubt, at least for a rally to the upside. I'm kind of like a bullish still. I'm not bearish for the market. This is kind of like a healthy correction down the road for S&P 500. Potentially, if we get this correction resolved, then we are going to see new all-time high coming to the S&P 500, probably 62, 6,300. That's still around the corner. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is the same scenario here. We just got a low, not a higher low, or higher high, I should say. And we just got a higher low here. So NVIDIA just boosted up this higher low nicely as well. So we need to get engulfed above 21,400. So that's very, very important level, folks. That is a key level. So just keep an eye on this one, 21,400. If we get just 1 hour candle above this, then we can see Nasdaq is getting all the way up to 21,600. So we will see how it goes with Nasdaq, especially NVIDIA is going to be a market mover for tomorrow price action, especially in New York session. Right now, daily chart, stochastic momentum got into oversold condition. And right now, we are getting close to a bull reversal. So that's going to be the same scenario here. We got into oversold condition. We got into oversold condition. Here as well, we got into oversold condition. Nice divergence, oversold condition. And all in all, when you see this oversold condition in a bullish momentum or bullish market, so you should just give it as like a good buying opportunity. I know lots of people are panicking about this just because they're saying this time is different. So this time, market is going to go to the crash or something like that, which I don't think that's going to happen, and at least for now. So still, even if it goes down, still there's going to be another kind of like a very important level here, which this trend line goes back all the way to November last year, August this year, August last year, actually November 2 years ago. And here is the scenario that's going to be the third touch here, and that is very, very important. So even if you see some kind of like a bearish momentum down the road for a short period of time, don't be surprised because that's going to be part of the correction, as I said. But I would say even if you see some kind of like a bullish momentum is coming back down for investors, because there are lots of buying opportunity here, and there are lots of people are just getting back to the market because we are in a range, and this range is starting since, I would say, election. So when we have election, we got a nice election pivot in November, and then getting back to new all-time high, coming back down to a range. So since December 2024, right now we are in 2 months range period, and I would say if this range breaking through to the upside, that would be kind of like a very nice scenario because all bears will be wrong, and I think bears are going to be wrong at least at this stage of the game. And if they're just as squeezing to the upside, you will see that the positive gamma is in triggering actually price action to the upside. 23,400 to 24,000 for Nasdaq is coming. but we need to see some kind of like a squeeze to the upside. So keep an eye on these levels. These are very, very important levels. Moving on to Dow, which kind of like forming a bearish consolidation here. Yesterday, Dow could just form a positive candle. Today, we didn't get a follow through. We are still in this base price action here. So this is going to be another scenario like this. So we got into a base, but we need to see a bullish consolidation within this base to trigger rally to new all-time high. So if we see some kind of like a bullish momentum, then we see some kind of like a bullish consolidation. That's the price action everyone needs to follow, because we can't head to 46,000 down the road when market is coming up. I know bullish case, it is very, very contrary in this environment. I know market is in uptrend, but everyone sentiment is fearful. Everyone is saying we are heading to the crash. Like if you open up X, if you open up your YouTube accounts, the other videos, everyone is talking like a bloody red screen and they're just talking about a crash. I'm not saying crash is not coming. I'm saying at this time we may some kind of like in kind of like a bear trap, and everyone needs to pay attention. If we get kind of like a price action to the downside, I'm going to be the first one yelling, screaming on the roof that I was wrong, and sometimes I did it. But at this time, I would say it's going to be kind of like a bullish momentum as I have all into long position. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to gold. Gold just heading to SMA 20, a doji bar here. We need to see some kind of like a corrective move finish to the downside. I would say the ideal scenario, this is not must, this is not guaranteed, but if we see some kind of like a downside move to 27.29 to 27.85, that's going to be the level that I'm looking at for gold. So we'll see how it goes, because this is going to be the finishing price action, like a correction move, especially when we get to these two pivots. So these two pivots, along with this demand area, coming along with this trend line, dynamic trend line, gives us a fantastic buying opportunity. However, today price action was kind of like a doji bar, but we'll see how it goes. Silver on the other side actually forming a bullish momentum today as well. Silver just got into this demand area, nicely supported here. $31, I would say, is going to be a strong support for silver. If we see some kind of like a breaking through above this high, which is going to be 32, $33, then we should just give silver benefit of doubt to 34 to 34.50. We'll see how it goes. Crude just choppy consolidation. No, it's not choppy consolidation. It's just heading down to this ending diagonal. We are getting kind of like a to $69-ish. And there was kind of like a positive news for crude just came off from Donald Trump admin, as he just canceled all the deals with Venezuela, which happened in Biden administration, and that's going to be beneficiary, I would say, for some U.S. companies, especially internally. They are going to just drilling inside, and that's going to be very good opportunity for U.S. energy market. Those stocks are gonna just outperforming. You can see crude actually just going down while the other energy names are going up. So you shouldn't be surprised, just because they're going to be beneficiary of the drilling. They're going to be beneficiary of selling their products internally, and that they're going to have more revenues and more customers because all the foreigner deals are going to be canceled. So this is very, very important how you position yourself in this environment. Moving on to individual names. Let me just go with Bitcoin first. We are going to come back to NVDA. Bitcoin just 4% drop today, nicely going down. We just hit 86,000, which is the level. And I was talking about, and we just had a bounce. Right now, we got into 84,000. And I would say 74,000 to 76 is coming down the road, folks. So that would be kind of like the scenario that I'm looking at. If Bitcoin is getting down even more to the downside, that's going to be a good price action, and that's going to be a good buying opportunity. Ethereum at the same time is just going down. Potentially Ethereum can go lower even to 2000. So Ethereum, if it goes to 1900-ish area, that would be a great scenario for buy. I would say Ethereum is going to just pick up all the final orders from here, then getting back to the upside. So we're just waiting for that one for confirmation. Bond yield just going to the downside. good news for bond holders and good news for those ones who are having mortgage, just because this is signaling the rate cut is coming. I know lots of people are saying there is no rate cut, but I would say yes, the bond yield doesn't lie us. If it goes higher, this means interest rate is going to go higher, which we had it. Look at this. So this is 2021. All central banks are saying we have like a hard time in economy or something like that. Economy interest rate is going to stay here for a long time. I remember Tiff McCallum from Canada, Bank of Canada, he was saying interest rate is going to stay here for a long time. But look what happened after that. Just 2 years after, just 6 times more than he was saying that word. Because bond yield is just sparking to the roof. Look at this chart, and interest rate is going up. Right now, bond yield is not lying to us, folks. So this is kind of like the choppy topping formation. And I would say bond yield is forming another dive to this area, which I don't think it's going to go back again to this area, which is going to be zero or something like that. But the normal price for bond yield is going to be 2% to 3%. So that's going to be new normal for the bond yield. So if you see this chart, you can understand that. So I would say bond yield is heading down. This means precious metals are going to go higher before they're getting to the crash, because when bond yield is going down, this means recession is coming. This means interest rate is going to go down more, and Federal Reserve, they're just going to cut the rate when there is a bad news in the market. They are not going to cut the rate for a good reason, folks. So more and more and more volatility is coming, but not tomorrow. So bond is just going higher. TLT Treasury just getting back to $91. Good price action for TLT. It can go to 103, 104 if it engulfs 94, 91, which I think that's going to happen. VIX is down today, so 1.70% down. I know it was very choppy, but not choppy market for VIX today. Dixie just heading up today. So this is kind of like a choppy, sloppy going down. Any rally would be a sell for Dixie. Apple, which is negative today. And I'm going to just provide a video specifically for Apple telling you exactly what I'm seeing in the chart. But I would say I'm not going to be buyer. Actually, I sold my Apple twice. I bought Apple here, sold here, again bought here, and then sold here. So yeah, that would be chance. That would be chance to have like a bounce, but I would say that's going to be rarely, and we're going to see more downside to this area, 200 area. So we'll see how it goes. Amazon, after yesterday price action, we just got a nice hammer yesterday, but today actually just opened up positive, still managed positive, but not that strong though. So we're gonna see, but after hours, just get a bit. Meta, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. How can I say that? Price action to this level. It just touched this 640 and then getting back to the upside. Today we just got a confirmation. Microsoft, the same pattern here. It's just forming kind of like a bullish reversal to the upside, still 440 for Microsoft could be available. Google just going down. Bad news is coming for Google. Actually, it's good news for stockholders. They're just going to lay off some people due to just cutting their expenses. This is bad for people, but for long term, this is very good for the company health. Just because they're cutting expenses, this means this is going to be a good news for revenue down the road. Moving on to Netflix going up today, jump back up. Tesla hammered today 3%, actually 4% to the downside. Even after hours, it goes lower. So there is going to be more chance here if Tesla goes to 269. I'm saying I'm just having this stock, guys. So I'm having this stock. Some people are saying don't catch the falling knife. I don't believe this is a falling knife. This is just a very normal, healthy correction for Tesla. As we saw this before, we get back to the rally again. So this is the level that I'm just looking at 269 to 280. That's the level for Tesla potentially for the bottom, and we're gonna just add more here if it goes down. Semiconductor index today, we just got a positive, especially after hours, just go back up. Stocks the same pattern here, bullish Harami after 3 days of waterfall to the downside. Taiwan Semiconductor, 2.77% to the upside. AMD, still forming a bullish Harami, but very, very shallow, very big. NVDA, going up. After hours, it has choppy. So 130 right now after hours. But again, we'll see how it goes. If it opens tomorrow with a huge kind of like a gap in New York session, don't be surprised. I don't know if that gap is going to be down or up because guidance, earning, revenue was fantastic. So it depends on the market sentiment. Who knows? We'll see tomorrow. Stocks, the same pattern, just going up today, $3.73. Sorry, Texas Instrument actually just going down today, $1.74. But this is kind of like getting into this white range bar, and we should see some kind of like a bullish momentum is coming back. Lam Research reacting to this dynamic trend line, forming a bullish harami here. So we'll see how it goes. But candle is not that strong. It was a strong early session, but not at the end. XLF, which is financial spider, just 11 cents down here, forming a bearish harami. It is not bullish. KBE 6 cents to the upside. Very, very, I would say, shallow price action today. KRE, the same pattern here. JP Morgan dollar 39 cents up. And Goldman Sachs are getting back to the upside bullish harami. Bank of America, zero change compared yesterday. And Wells Fargo, 45 cents to the upside. GDX, which is gold miners, actually, they were rocking. This sector were rocking today. GDX 1.19% to the upside. Good bullish engulfing candle here. GDXJ, the same pattern here. AEM just getting back to the upside. This is bullish. If you want to just like call a pattern, a nice pattern, clean bullish pattern. So this is the one. AEM, so just going all the way up today, 98.38. And Newmont just getting back to the upside, nicely getting back to the upside today as well. Moving on to Gold Barrick, which coming back up nicely, bullish, engulfing 2% to the upside. XLE, which is Energy Spider, going down today. And we'll see if this falling is going to stop. So that's going to be low, higher, low, higher, low, which is bullish. We're going to see if market is reacting to this level and getting back to the upside. Exxon, 27 cents down, but seems like reacting to this demand area a little bit. Short term, Chevron just going down. Chevron could be actually today's news is going to be negative because I remember Chevron, they had a deal with Venezuela. So if Trump is canceling that deal, this means Chevron is gonna just took a loss or I don't know what's gonna happen to that company, but Chevron could be impacted with today's decision. So we will see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.